Hi guys, this is Ola from Cardbond. Firstly, I have to say I've been pretty busy with lots of projects which have caused me to be a little bit absent with this. But anyways, here I am. Also, if you're here and you don't like my voice, this is a good opportunity for you to click on the subscribe button and join this channel. And if you do like my voice, well, you can click on the subscribe button. Alright, in this video we are going to be proceeding with our Xbox Series X controller pad, and at the end of this video you would be able to create sketches, extrude sketches, create chamfers, and also fillets. Alright, let's get into it. So this is the current stage we have gotten to with this project, and then we just proceed. To do so, I'll create a sketch on this plane, which is our top plane, as you see here. So I create a sketch on this plane, and to create this sketch I would make my top plane canvas visible and make my bodies invisible. Alright, so what we'll be doing is we're going to be creating these sketches for all of these buttons which will be used later on. Okay, I have this. I'm going to switch this off, go to origin, make my axis visible and the origin point. Alright, so I'll begin by creating circles. And for this, since I'm going to be tracing and I don't know the diameters of these circles, my initial step is going to be to use the 3-point circle approach. With this, I'm just going to select on 3 different points for what I want to trace and create a good looking circle there. I repeat the same process a couple of times. 1, 2, and 3. Bear in mind that I'm able to pan my screen by clicking on the control button on my keyboard, holding on to the scroller on my mouse and moving my mouse. Thirdly, I create here. Good. Scroll up. I would create for this point also. And we have our action buttons. Alright, so this is completed, and we also create a slot using the overall slot option. And so with this, I select this extreme end to this end and up this way. Great. So at this point, what we would be doing is just to place dimensions for all of this to make them fully defined. So sketch dimensions. The dimensions I'm going to be placing are kind of going to be approximates for the things that we've already traced. So we should bear that in mind. So I begin with this. This is 11 millimeter in diameter. So I'll just make this 12. This is 22.143, so I'll make this 22.5. This is 7.2, so I'll just make this 7. This is 26, so I guess I'll just make this 26. This should be equal to this, so I'll leave that out for now. And then I'll dimension one of these also. So this here is going to be 11.15. Let's just make it that. Alright, so at this point I'll be placing dimensions with respect to the origin point. From this to this center line, make this 0.6. Alright, then from this point to this, it would make this 24.5. We come over to this point here, from this to this point, and I'll make this 1.5. Alright, then in this direction, this would be 20.25. From this point to this point, this would be 39.5. Let's move this, arrange it this way, and make this come up this way. Alright, from this point to this, 20.25. So bear in mind that these dimensions are simply approximations, and I'm just trying to make the most of what I have. So we have this to be 39.5 from the origin to this point. Let's make this 49.5, and from this point to this, let's make this 29. Alright, so I'll move my dimensions a little bit for good representation, and then we dimension also this way. So this would be 14.25. This would be 24.125, and this should be, or would be, 34.75. Alright, I think that's good. Let's take this down a little bit, 34.7. Okay, and so we place constraints horizontal and vertical. Since these two are constrained, like aligned with each other, so I just place this between both, and then since these two are also aligned, I place this between both, and then I place equal constraints. Alright, so this and this, this and this. Okay, so that's fully defined. I guess this is kind of because this is not looking proper, so I'll just try to increase this to 1.5. Let's leave it that way. And then we have also constraints, equal constraints between this and this, equal constraints between this and this. And then I place my dimensions for this here. I'll try to dimension this this way. So let's make this 25 approximately. And from this point to this point, we make it 11.125. All right, and repeat the same for this 11.125. all right, then we place our constraints also for this slot here. The slot will be given a radius of 2.5, and the dimensions are between these centers for the semicircles. Hence, I'll be creating my dimension this way, downwards here, and I'll make this 1.725. all right, while the distance in this direction would just be placed at 16.3. all right, okay, so let's make this equal to this. Yeah, I think that's okay. So that's already settled. I probably would have to dimension this line also. So that's gonna be this way also. Yeah, 1.725. So let's arrange this and bring it outwards and repeat the same for this. all right, so everything is looking juicy. And lastly, we create a dimension for this. So this is supposed to be aligned with the origin point, so I just place a constraint between both and create a dimension in this direction. Lots of dimensions right now. I would make this 40.15. all right, guys, so that's we're almost done. I would just try to place an offset for some of these sketches so that they can be used in future times. So I'll create an offset for this and bring it this way. Let's say -1.5. Okay, and create an offset for this also. Bring it downwards, -1.5. all right, and let's see, create an offset for this also, and bring it this way. Let's say -1, and that's good. So for each of these offset entities, I'm going to convert them into construction lines this way. Right, and this is what we have. all right, I think this is good enough, and it looks a little bit congested, but that's fine. So we finish the sketch and we have this. I bring back my bodies, original body, that is this. all right, and what I will do is I'll create my extrusion for the joystick sketches. Click on that and also select on this circle here. all right, so do it this way, bring this back on, and I would extrude to about, let's see, okay, this should not be cut, this should be joined, and we're in perspective view, so we change this visual style, camera to orthographic. all right, so 25 looks, I think it's too large. Yeah, so we'll just try to see what 20 looks like. all right, so 20 looks good enough, and we use 20 for our extrusion. all right, guys, So at this point, this is what we have. Okay, and not to make this very complicated, usually I would have considered creating this extrusion using the create form interface, but that's going to make it all complicated and probably a little bit long. So I try to go the easy way, which is going to be, I would just create a chamfer here and here also. Let's increase this chamfer size. Okay, that's too large, 50. So I'll just say 4.5, I think. Alright, so let's do this one by one. Create for this first of all. 4.5, that works. And I'll create chamfer again. For this, I assume 4.5 should be sufficient also. Alright, so that's really large. So I would say 3. Wow. What about 2? Let's see 2.5. Alright, so 2.5 is good for the other parts, and we are at this point now. And then lastly, for this tutorial, what we're going to do is we're going to create some fillets, because naturally for the controller pad we expect that there should be a smooth transition between the buttons here, so we don't want to have this sharp edge down here, which is why we're going to create a fillet. And also, to make it less complicated, we're using the constant radius. I'll select my edge here and give it a fillet of about, let's see, 8. Alright, so 8 looks good, and it meets up at this point here. Well, it looks good enough. Tangent. Alright, let's see. Pan this around. Let's see if I can apply it directly here also. Okay, no. So I'll do okay. Fillet again and apply here. And let's try to see it again. Great. 8 millimeters radius for our fillet. And then this is what we have. Alright guys, so this has been pretty simple and quite short. So this is where we end with this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. That's all for now. Hi there. If you liked this video, you can give it a thumbs up by clicking on the like button. And if you are yet to subscribe, it takes you just about 3 seconds to click on the button and select the notification bell, so you get updates when new uploads are made. Alright, that's all for now. See you in the next video.